Hello, it is the 4th of July. I have been painting all day and I thought I would show you this art haul that I got because I'm really excited about some of the new paint and colors I picked out and wanted to talk about my relationship with colors. When I moved to New York, I was really into color. When I was living in Copenhagen and just previously in my life, I didn't know how to wear colors, so I really stuck with just blacks, maybe grays here and there, and maybe like a blue or a green here and there. But I don't think I had a very strong relationship with color. I felt very good in all black. A lot of it was really just how I felt in the color. I felt quite confident in black. My friend did a very quick color and style analysis on me. She had told me that I look very good in romantic energy. Like I looked very good when things were flowing and I looked sort of goddessy, for lack of a better word. I also was really inspired by my other friend who wears a lot of sheer, drapey, light colored clothing, and I saw the way that she layered all of these neutrals together, and it got me thinking. I want to push the way that I dress and explore a different relationship with color. So I started wearing more white and more color in general. I went really far into the pinks and started wearing a lot of pinks, which is why you'll see some of my works explode in color. But as time went on, I started to lose myself in the color because making all of those decisions really took a lot of energy out of me, and I found myself desiring something that was reminiscent of the energy I was looking to put in my work. And I still love the brightness of pinks and blues and purple. That's always a part of me. My current direction in my art is to explore a more subdued, muted palette because that's just where I am right now. And you can also see that similar to how I dress. I've been dressing a lot more beige, which I've never really wore before, or actually wearing more organic forms like recycled glass and ceramic. Someone had once said to me that I was starting to really look like my paintings, and that was so true at that time. My other friend had also commented on how there really is a parallel and relationship between my style, my clothing, and my art. Of course, it makes sense because they are both different ways of expressing myself. I'm just really trying to understand myself and express myself to the best of my ability. Currently, I'm really interested in smoky grays, smoky greens, whites, beige, something that feels akin to stones. I'm really liking the colors of um, agate or opals or moonstones or rocks. Even though there are bright colored rocks out there, I'm more thinking about the muted colors and the colors that really seem very organic, for lack of a better word. Before, I was really drawn to like cobalt blue from like butterflies or colors I would see in beetles, or even the color of sunsets, which I find is very romantic. And I still am drawn to those bright colors, but at the moment I'm feeling less the desire to stand out and more the desire to live slowly. And I think for some reason these colors are really speaking to me. So I'll start first with this one. This is a Old Holland classic oil color, Davies Gray, and these are all made in Netherlands. This is the actual color on the tube, and you can see, I guess I've been using it here. This green is just so attractive to me. I told the woman I was talking to at the store I wanted to work on some jade green, like a smoky jade green. That's also a stone that I wear a lot because of my Chinese heritage. So this one really spoke to me because it has that gray in it. Kremnitz white from Michael Harding, and this is used with walnut oil, which will give it a really beautiful finish. Walnut oil has been used by the masters, tends to not yellow as much as linseed oil. I looked through so many white to find a white that I wanted to use primarily in my painting, and this one just had such a beautiful texture and color to it. I can't even describe what type of white because it's just so perfect. Old Holland Cold Gray. I was looking for a cool toned gray that has maybe like a hint of blue in it. Honestly, kind of similar to my cap, which is darker. You can hear the fireworks coming off, which is really pretty. And then I got some oil pastels, 7 oil pastels. So these are from R&F drying oils, or I guess they're oil sticks. This one's in raw umber, which is sort of like this gorgeous warmish reddish brown, sap green, a beautiful, kind of similar to the oil I have here, but a darker version of it. Turkey umber pale, like that jade green version of the green. Cerulean gray, which is like cool tone green jade. Couldn't help myself. These were like $6 a piece. So how can I say no to that? Lately, I've been painting with a lot more contrast and really interested in darker tones. So I had to get a Mars black, which is a really beautiful type of black. It's not a pure black. It has a lot of richness in it. I am a designer and I used to do a lot of print design. There would be pure black, which is just, complete black. And then there's something called rich black, where, don't quote me, but I believe they mixed in some colors to make sure that the black prints in a more beautiful, rich tone. So I would consider that to be the printing version of this Mars black. I also got Midnight Blue. I wouldn't even say it's navy. I would say it's like this gorgeous, almost violet blue. So this is my color palette that I'm looking to paint with. Kind of Monet. I don't know, I'm kind of just really interested in seeing the contrast between these colors and working with like that smoky gray. And I think what led me into this palette was painting my recently finished blue painting, which I will show you when it's finished. But in that painting, I was painting a black pearl. The way that I started that painting was with a blue undertones. I was just using blues and whites, kind of how the masters would paint in black and white. They would paint in like a sienna brown and then layer color over. I was sort of doing that, which I was doing that with this painting, which I'll put here. I started it out with a blue and white, and I kept layering to kind of see how I wanted the composition of my painting to be. And then my friend commented that I could use color to add depth. That's where I was going, trying to make it like this black pearl. Black pearl has so much color and depth to it. It has some green, it has some purple, some red. I really wanted to capture that smoky, silky, multi-dimensional object. I'm really excited to use these colors because I think they're really going to add some depth to my painting. And I also think I'm really drawn to wearing these colors as well because I kind of ordered a shirt in this green, and I also had been wearing like smoke gray a lot more. Dark smoke gray I think looks really good on me. So that's my haul for 4th of July. I'm going to look at some fireworks now. I also bought some store sushi to eat and iced tea, and I'm going to sit on my roof and watch the fireworks. Bye.